Now, coming to the meditational practices we are asked to do, the routines. In the morning, you are asked to get up early in the morning. First and foremost, you are supposed to, you must get up. Rise before dawn. The cleanliness of body and mind, these are the two things that must be attended to. I am aware of many people, senior people as well as new entrants, who try to meditate without taking a bath or perhaps even brushing their teeth. It is the most irresponsible way of trying to reach God. Most irresponsible way. Either the greatness of God is not imprinted in them, or they do not recognize that there is a God to whom they are appealing in the morning. The dawn is the hour of creation. Creation starts like that. It is a meeting point of activity and inactivity. Thumb moves on towards activity. Night is thumb, totally in the presence of the Divine. We are moving towards the activity. The Divine is expressing itself. Sun is coming out. Now that is the time we take advantage, because the greatness of God can be seen only in the early hours of the day and not at the midnight. In the midnight you can have the laya. You can have laya, the superior form of worship that is possible. But for a person who is living a grihasta, we see here the activity. Activity is starting, and you must be in tune with it. To be in tune with nature is our system. It's a natural path. We have got to be in tune. You have got to be clean. You have got to be pure. Now these are two things. Suchi and Subhrata. They are two different words. They are not the same. One is purity and another is cleanliness. Body cleanliness is a must. Your attitude should be there. Proper attitude to think about the Divine. Without that you will not be in a position to meditate properly. And we know that we are not pure in our heart. We know that. We know that we are not, our thoughts are not pure. They are impious. Therefore, when we are trying to place ourselves before the Divine in the morning meditation, you have got to attend to your meditation of cleaning also. What is that meditation of cleaning? How do you cleanse yourself? How do you cleanse yourself? He suggests a point called B. Most of you are aware of. This point B is there. You meditate here thinking that the impurities are going away in front, and behind it the Divine glow is coming. Because what is your object of meditation? The Divine light. The Divine light is coming to the forefront. What is this Divine light that we are talking about? It has been made very clear many times that it is a super-sensory concept or a non-sensory concept, and we use the word Divine light without luminosity. So long as you see some light, you are trying to restrict him to that physical form of light. However great light that may be, it is still a physical thing. It is a sensory thing. You have got to go beyond that. So the Divine light is coming to the forefront, throwing away all the impurities from the front. This meditation has to be done. You have to do it for about 10 minutes and continue your morning meditation. Normally not less than 1 hour duration. Many people try to restrict it to half an hour. We say, alright, start somewhere, you will yourself be motivated to make it 1 hour. But then our sloth is such that half an hour becomes 25 minutes, and 25 minutes is nearer 20 minutes, and 20 minutes is nearer 15 minutes, 15 minutes is nearer 10 minutes, and 10 minutes is near 5 minutes, and then the prayer is over. The moment you sit up, get up and go. Yes, these are all nearer things, So you stick to 1 hour, you will come to 55 minutes. Somebody says 40 minutes. My bus time is there, sir, I must run. Either you should get up earlier or you should ask the bus fellow to wait for you if you are an Nawab. Either way. It's all sloth. Giving all sorts of excuses for your laziness, unpreparedness to start the meditation, unyielding attitude to the divine, refusal to be in tune with nature. Nature is active, you ought to be active. No, sir, I am in the habit of sleeping till 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock also. I am aware of them. My children were not exempt. Please note that also. All of us are going through the same process. We are not able to communicate to others. They need to be in tune with nature. Man has become so much bestial, so much of less than a beast, because I see all the birds getting up early in the morning and then going. The animals also start their activity. It is the human being, which is a peculiar animal, who even has got the capacity of coming down to the level of matter, and then like a log of wood or a stone, he is still in his bed. When the world is awake and running, he will still be in bed, not active, not understanding his origins, not understanding his duties, not attentive to his task. People are doing such things. This must go. This has to change. And this will change only when all of us pray for such a change. And then we ourselves change. We should change. We should also pray for other people to change. Then the world will be a bit better than what it is today. So the importance of that is stressed. The purity is stressed, and then your cleanliness is stressed. And without these two things, don't try to meditate. It doesn't help. Any attempt to pollute God will land in failure. He refuses to get polluted. So you cannot do any such thing. Ultimately, it is you who will fail by such methods. Then Babuji says, try to find a place in your house where you can sit in meditation comfortably, without any difficulty. It can be a room if you can afford. It can be a small 3x2 space somewhere else in the house. But let it be a fixed place where you pray. And have your own carpet. I have got a person who may feel embarrassed if I mention his name, but I can't help it. Ananthan, Mr. Ananthan, brother Ananthan, he is here, who carries his seat always. I appreciate it. I think earlier occasion also I told about this. It's better you carry your asana. You sit on that. Suggestions may be given by you. I'll use my kerchief, sir. Yes, you can. You can use your towel also, provided that is the same towel all the time. Not that everything is vibration. Your methods, your meditation, whatever it is, get imprinted on the place where you sit also. The vibrations affect that. Magnetic nature is not exclusive only to the magnets. It is available everywhere. Its influence is available. Your body carries a certain amount of magnetism with it. It passes it on to the seats that you have. If you sit in the same place, in the same carpet that you use all the time, you will know the difference. I know the difference. I am sure many others here know the difference. But it's our viveka or aviveka that makes us often forget this. And we think we can sit anywhere. After all, God is everywhere, sir, is omnipresent, and should not matter much where I sit and how I sit. That is philosophy. Yoga is different. Yoga demands discipline. Yoga demands regularity. So regularity in practice is a must. Discipline in practice is a must. We say, sit in any comfortable posture for you and maintain the same posture. No. Comfortable posture we take, surely. But then we go on changing it incessantly. There is no control over the body. There is no discipline. I had a few days back, some of our defense, ex-defense personnel are here. I asked them, suppose a man stands in a parade and some fly were to land on his nose, what will he do? He said he will stand like that only. He will not move this way or that way. He cannot afford to lift his hand or finger. He has to stay. But here, for every alternative mosquito that bites us, and mosquitoes are too many, not today, generally they are there, we change our posture. Don't do that. Try to remain in the same. It's very difficult, sir. Surely difficult. When you are asking for margins, when you are asking for a goal where you will be totally balanced, to maintain balance is not a joke. To maintain balance is not a joke. The circus fellow maintains his balance on a small thread. He doesn't fall. He maintains his balance. Balance is a tough concept. Static balance, of course, we can have. We can sit somewhere. Even there we are not prepared to. You see that. Our body is such, it refuses to be balanced even at the static level. We are not doing any gymnastics here. We are not doing any hatha yoga here. Our heads down, legs up. No, we don't do such things. To sit like this itself consistently for 1 hour becomes a big tedious problem for us. That is the amount of indiscipline that has got into us. This must be discipline. This is the foremost. Then you meditate. Then you meditate. It makes some sense. Meditation is always for seeking our oneness with nature, our oneness, unity. We are trying to feel one with the nature. That is laya, is it not? Oneness with God. This is what we are asking for. Your morning meditation should be for 1 hour for this reason, that you will be disturbed otherwise. You will not be in a position to have your thought firm. In the beginning, it is only at the 55th minute you will be in a position to have some idea of what you have got to meditate upon. As you gradually progress, it starts even at the first second. Progress enables you to meditate for 1 hour. Though in the beginning we ask you to sit for 1 hour, you know your meditation is less than few minutes. It has been thinking about what we can do during the day, what are the other plans that I have got to do, what are our responsibilities. All these things come to you. This meditation is a must for 1 hour if you want to control your thoughts. And later on, once you learn to sit for 1 hour to meditate, what happens is it becomes easy for you to meditate even longer hours. Once you get absorbed in his thought, time passes on. I don't ask you to do that, but then that's what does happen. Meditation is one aspect of it, the evening cleaning is another aspect of it. We have formed so many impressions in our heart. We have got various values in our mind. We have given certain people some plus marks, certain other people certain minus marks. We say this fellow is good, that fellow is bad. Several notions are carried by us. And they are your own. It has nothing to do with him, nothing to do with the circumstances. The general question, how is the day? It's beautiful. The day is always beautiful. It's warm. Either it is warm or hot or cold, it will be according to its nature. You are not the person to decide this. It is there. We have to adjust to it. It dictates circumstances. Nature doesn't accept our ways of doing things. It has got its own ways. Because it is a mother. The mother knows how to dictate and how to love. Both the things she knows better. We have, unfortunately, from various notions, we have developed negative attitudes. Thereby we say that we should take revenge on this fellow. I hate this fellow. No, I love this fellow, I want to get attached to that person, so on. So all these thoughts are there. They are haunting you. You have to clean yourself. This cleaning is a must, otherwise your mind will never be clean. How to clean this mind? There is no way, by external way by which we can do that. They said Savana and Manana will be in a position to clear you of all these things. That's what they said in tradition. You hear good things, try to be in the good thoughts, try to be with the good SatSangh, avoid bad associations, try to get good associations. By these methods you will be in a position to control your mind, they said. We try. Still the mind troubles us most. The cause for this is our mind only. It is our mind which is the cause for the troubles of the mind. So, it is the same mind that has to be applied to get rid of them. We got attached, therefore we should get ourselves detached. This is the process that is advised in the evening cleaning process. You have to detach yourself with a firm will. Yes, the impurities are going away. Am I capable of doing this? Surely not, you are not. But you have to. You have to carry the load. You are not capable of on your own. You understand that. That is where the Pranahuti supports also come in the form of taking the concept of God Himself as the divine light is coming to us, or we are linked to it. There are 2 or 3 types of things. In everything we are trying to bring in the divine into the picture and then say we are linked to the divine. Through 3 different methods we tell you how we can get rid of them. We try to have 3 methods. According to the temperament of the person it is suggested. Please note it. Not all people can practice all the 3. A person should practice only one, and that should be suitable to his temperament. We think that everything is going away in the form of vapor or smoke. When we give this concept, we are using the concept of fire. It is the Agni Tattva that is being invoked. It is the God in Agni that is being invoked to get rid of these things. He burns it off. Whatever comes to him, he burns it off and throws off. This is one method of purification. There is another method. We think that it is a ocean of bliss in which we are seated, and then it cleanses us. Here it is the Jala Tattva, another purificatory element. Everybody is now at Allahabad, trying to cleanse himself from the holy oil by the holy waters of Ganges. Yesterday or day before, a few days back, there was an Amavas. The whole UP seems to have gone there. I wish they are all cleansed totally and they are pure beings coming out. So let us pray that they become pure. Nothing wrong about it. But to think that the water itself can pure is one concept that is made to entertain there. The same thing, that the same water is being utilized by us. The divinity in the same water is being utilized by us for our cleansing here. So these are all the things that clean, that enable us to clean. What are the things that we use? Because this system is scientific. What are the things that we use? One thing is to burn off, get rid of it. Another thing is to clean yourself. Right. What is the third method that you have got here? Notes? No, I know that. Right on the top, light. The third one is light. The light is on the top of the head. Then we try to link it up to our system, and it cleanses you from the various limbs that you got, 2 upper limbs and 2 lower limbs. And generally we use this at the time of working on other persons. I have used it very effectively with abhyasis who come to me. I personally practice only the concept of ocean of bliss. The generally suggested method is by mastery fire. These are all the 3 concepts that are there. 3 are absolutely scientific, but in every one of them your effort is required. Do not think that the master is, because master's power is invoked, do not think the master's pranahuti will work. Don't get into that confusion. No pranahuti during the cleaning process. You have to, by exercise of your will, get connected to that concept, and then that divinity, the divine light which is within is coming out. Is the one that we use in the morning, and in the evening the divine light is right on the top of our head, and it flows to us. We take it through the body, cleansing us. Light also cleans. It is the capacity of the individual mind that has to be assessed by the trainer to know what exactly is the method of cleaning that he has to adopt. If people are adopting on their own, they are welcome to do. But the point is, it is better discussed with your trainer, and then you arrive at the proper method of cleaning, which will be most effective. There is no other system which talks about cleaning. One of the fundamentals of cleaning is, you should know a thing that was already pure can alone be made pure. You should have the confidence that purity is your real nature, and this impurity that is there is an unnecessary coating on you that blurs your vision, that blurs your understanding. It must go. Then only you will be in a position to see clearly. What is formed on the mirror must be wiped off before you can see into it. The spectacles glass must be cleaned to see clearly. Similarly here, these are all the avarana, these are all the mala, these are the vikshepa. Mala is confusions about the goals, living at the lowest level. Vikshepa is, though you know the goal, you are having various other thoughts which you think are equally good. And avarana is something that is, there are the attachments. When you are talking about the Ishanatraya, it is an avarana concept. Please note it cannot be cleansed off at the mala level at all. And more sittings are required for such people who feel attached to their own men. Because this attachment is a karmic attachment. You owe them something. That's why they are linked to you. Runanubandha Rupena Bandhu Mitra Sutta Alaya. These are all the things that come to you because of Runanubandha. You owe them. They will stay as long as you are indebted. The moment your debt is over, they will go. However much you think that the son should be with you, or the daughter should be with you, the house should be with you, it will find its way. They will go. They will come. That it is due to the karma is a factor that you should understand. And you cannot wish it away. All that you can do is to arrive at a balanced way of dealing with the things. You need not develop further samskaras. Whatever rana you had with them earlier, you try to clear off. But then, even after the marriage, we run after the daughter to the house of where you have given them. We are supposed to forget them. They are dana. But no, we don't forget. No danas are here. That is you try to continue an attachment out of habit. What was a burden on you, you cleared off. But then the act of clearing all these days has developed its own samskara of attachment. And you continue to do it even after you are supposed to cease to have any connections with it. Such is the interference of people who try to interfere with the lives of their sons who get married and lives of daughters who are married. Funny people. And we still talk about going beyond these levels of attachment. Have clarity. Nobody is permanent here. Everybody is transient. We are moving out. One day or other, you are going to go away. But then when you go, would you like to carry the load? And Babuji says, travel light. Throw off the luggage as far as possible. Travel light is a good article to read. Please read Babuji's article. Travel light. No. Even when there is an opportunity for us to travel light, we would like to carry some more load. We are funny fellows. We are going from this place to perhaps to Chennai, say. So we can inform our friends, I am going to Chennai, your son seems to be there. Do you want me to carry something, sir? So he is free. He can go. No. We want luggage. Same is the temperament here also in life. Even when by God's grace you get liberated, we want bondage. We seem to love bondage so much that things which we have ought to forget, we continue to remember, continue to hunt after them. Funny are the ways of the mind. Clean yourselves and try to take as many sittings as possible to cleanse yourself. Don't try to avoid the issue of trying to get rid of the burden. You must get less and less burden. That's a must. If you want to progress in spirituality, that's a must. So cleaning is a must. Thanks to Hyderabad, we have got some gentlemen who are very philanthropic. They have given us some place to meditate. At least go there and meditate in the evening, clean yourself. Some places are there, some houses are there where our trainers are good. They are prepared to receive us. We attend to that. Don't try to postpone. If you can't go there, at least sit at home and attend to the cleaning. Cleaning you must do. Most important and crucial thing is this. And this is a unique system where we have got assistance from the master also for this. Indirectly, of course, not directly. The evening act is yours, but there are other things also we get. And this concept of cleaning has never been discussed in any other system. Everybody said that samskaras are there, you should get rid of it. How to get rid of it? What is the way? Nobody has said. This is the only system I will talk about it. That avarana is the one that gives the colorings of the soul, as Jains put it. And as we know here, in our system, when you see the stages of progress, you will go through various colors, various stages. You almost start with some sort of orange, and move on to your red, then you move on to your white, then you move on to your black, or blue, grey, and to the violet. These are the colors. What are these colors? These are the avarana. The mala that we are covered, attracted, and make it into a paste, and then rubbed it on our soul. Our soul got affected because of this. These colors that we see are the colors of the various levels. This clarity only Babuji gave. Whereas in Jainism they simply said there is a color, the color of the souls are there, they said, but they could not say why it is so. In several people it is several different colors, they said. But then they never could understand why it is so. And Babuji said it is because of Viveka you got something, because of Vairagya you get something else, because of understanding your self nature, Saswarupa Jnana, you get some other color. Because of your devotion, you get some other color. Because of your surrender, you get some other color. When you are almost in Laya Avastha, you get a different color in the Pindadesh. All colors related to the Pindadesh. No colors are available in Brahman, except at the first stage and second stage. No colors are there. So please note, these are all the avaranas that are there. What are the avaranas that we have got? Avaranas relating to Viveka, Sadasad Viveka, Vairagya or attachment. Raga Dveshas are there. They are also have their own colors. Then a person who is pure, he has got his own color, who knows his dependency. But this has to go. His awareness that he knows something is the difficulty here. So Swarupa Jnana itself is an avarana. The Jnana should go. That Jnana belongs to him. But we think that it is our knowledge. Similarly, devotion, we think we are devoted, and therefore it forms an avarana. Suppose you think that it is he who is devoted to himself, as Babuji says it, then that avarana will not be there. That is why all the enjoyments that we say, all the experiences, you should always consider they are experienced by the master himself. It is his play. And if you think it is you who is experiencing it, please note that you have got the avarana sticking onto you still. And that is the reason why you see the color. When you see a color, you ought to know it's a warning. That's why Babuji says don't bother about these colors. The reason for that is, if you give importance to it, it will stick to you more. But for understanding, we say so many things. This is what it is. So it's a warning signal that is said when we say that this at this point you will feel like that. You better understand that. It is the nature of that particular not to be like that. Agreed. But then it is an avarana on you. One is a philosophical discussion and another is a practical experience. Practically, we know we have got to understand we should move out of it. Philosophically, we will definitely say this is what it is. The system, when we explain, in this place, this is what you will be having. The laya avastha will give this, we say. All these avaranas must go. It's a laborious task. This has been earned by us by several lives of the past, several deeds of ours. Everything is resultant of our own action, our own thought. Thought is an action. We should understand this concept also with Master. Thought also itself is an action. So these are all the things that form the impressions, and those impressions have to be removed during the cleaning process. It's an active process, very important process, and the second most important thing that you have got to do. The first and foremost is your morning meditation, and the second important thing is this. Now, having cleansed ourselves reasonably for the day, then when we at 9 o'clock in the night we are asked to offer prayer for the betterment of all the people in this world. Our aspiration is to go out of this bondage of the body. This nama and the rupa are the two bondages we have got. First preliminary goal is this. If you want to go beyond this, you have got to have a consciousness of a superior variety. If your consciousness is bound to the sarira or the body or the name, then you cannot say that you are going to the higher levels of consciousness or to a consciousness beyond this body. To enable you to go there, Babuji gives a method at 9 o'clock prayer. He says, pray that all the people in this world are your brothers and sisters and that they are developing true love and devotion to the Master. It is not a prayer for you, it is a prayer for all. In the beginning, a very, very routine and some sort of ritual that we do. It is not a feeling that we have got in our heart, but since we are asked to do, we do it in the beginning. But later on, it becomes your second nature all the time to pray only for others, and you cease to pray for you. Because the others and you are one. They are extensions of your own self. The Atman has already moved on to the Brahman. Take the connotation given by Lalaji Maharaj. Our consciousness has been all the time confined to the Pinda, to this body, and therefore it is Atman. And Brahman is one which grows out of this. A thought which grows out of this body consciousness is Brahman. So long as it is confined to your body, it is Atman. It is a Jiva that can have the Atman. And note one more point. In tradition it is stated that Atman is an indivisible self and it cannot be segregated. And Lalaji Maharaj and Babuji don't agree to this. They say the Atman is a composite of your Buddhi, Manas, Ahankara and Chitta. This is a significant variation from the traditional systems of yoga. All these four things put together is Atman, and when this is all the four, that is Buddhi, Chitta, Manas and Ahankar, related to you, to yourself, it is Atman. When all these things are applied to all the universe, it becomes Brahman that grows far beyond. Your mental faculties, which are restricted to yourself, is Atman. Your mental faculties, when it expresses the concern for others, it has moved on to the Brahman. At, Man and Bhru, Man. This is how he has, Lalaji has given the definitions of Atman and Brahman, which is very relevant for us to understand because we have got to move on from the Atman level to the Brahman level. And if Atman were to be a solid object or something that is placed at this place, and then it is some sort of physical thing. It cannot grow unless it bursts itself. It has to die. So when the Upanishads said Atman is Brahman, they only were telling that Atman is capable of becoming Brahman. The Mimamsa seems to have given a better definition than the Vedanta. Capable of, just as we are men, because we are capable of being men, not because we are men at present, we are animals at present, we are capable of being men. When we say that we are humans, we only say that we are capable of being humans. However much animal I am still capable of being. Why does that question come? That we are capable of falling at the lower level is what our ancients thought. But the misfortune is we are always that. Only now and then we seem to be going to the human level. So this particular thing can happen only because of that prayer which is suggested to us. It speeds our progress. The Pranahuti aided meditation helps us because the Master has willed such a prayer. He has suggested that to all of us. We are such wonderful disciples who do not follow what he says. We have been very consistent in not following. It seems to be an uncanny capacity of Lalaji Maharaj to have got so many disciples who do not obey what he says. He is an exemplary character by himself, because he is one person who is capable of getting all his disciples not capable of doing what he says. At least some must follow. This 9 o'clock prayer is such a casualty, and that is the only way to grow to the Brahman level. That is the only way. There is no other way by which we can go. That such a prayer can be given for all, excluding yourself, is something that is very, very rare. No, never did people think. People may say, Sir, Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu is not a new concept. It's Sukhino Bhavantu, he said. May all people become happy. That's not what they said. May. Here we don't use the word may. We say that all people are developing. It is a sankalpa that we are giving. It is not an ashirvada that we give. It's a new concept. Totally new concept. While we are willing, through our will, we want to offer this thought. Namely, that all people are developing. No. At that time, sir, unfortunately, the news coming up. That is my most important program is coming in TV, sir. I have got an important engagement with somebody, sir. I have to go and dine with him. So in all these three cases, either you are a victim of your vital instinct, or they are much lower the physiological instincts, or the gluttony seems to have overtaken when you say that I have got to go for a dinner. I was pleased yesterday, terribly pleased, when one of our abhyasis told me that he doesn't attend to dinners, though he lives in the West, and he gets an enormous number of invitations. He doesn't go. Why does not go? He is not a victim for the physiological thing. Whereas we are. And also one more thing, there is a taste. There is a taste bud, that's the worst thing that we can have. We pamper it too much. We are funny fellows who are capable of telling prasad is good also. No, we are capable of it. Very tasty prasad. It is well prepared, very well, sir. Yes. Prasad. In prasad also, we would like to judge the quality of prasad by the taste bud. It's a funny ideas we have got, very funny ideas, very funny ways of living we have got. And people complain. You must have seen in the paper articles of Tirupati laddus stinking, very bad deterioration, sir. That means not only he knows the present state of affairs, he also knows the past. He remembers it so much. That's a samskara he has formed in his head. Samskara of the prasada. What to do about it? How to get rid of it? So the 9 o'clock prayer is a must for us. Then we go to bed. When we go to bed, we say you offer your prayer. But then Babuji Maharaj says, before you do that, also pray in point A. It is an extension of what you do at 9 p.m. 9 p.m. you are asked to do. Pray for all in a general way, but before going to bed, for a few minutes, you meditate on point A. The same thought is given at a particular location. And in the efficacy of Raj Yoga says, whatever suggestion you give at point A, it becomes true, it becomes correct. And he uses the technique here. The reason is he wants us to move to the higher plane. He wants us to live not at just the level of a manava, not satisfied with it. He wants you to live at the level of Manishi. Go on to the higher level. That is the aspiration that we are asked to have. This method is not for people who seek some favors. This is for people who can confer favors on others. You should move on to the stage when you can confer on others this particular thought. You can offer. You should be capable of giving this. You can give only when you have. To enable you to come to that is a 9 o'clock prayer. To do it is again, he takes this position of point here, so that it becomes doubly strengthened. And you move on to the higher plane. And you go to bed with the prayer that I am incapable of controlling myself. The self has already grown. It is no more yourself that we are praying. But that ideal, I am talking about ideal situation. It is no more yourself. It is all this humanity. It is incapable of improving itself. You alone can lift us. I am a part of that whole. That is the highest quality of prayer at which you will be ending your day. Ideally. This, I would say, is the method of meditation that we are asked to practice. The smaller ways of explanation already are available in the books. In various talks we have talked about it. But this is the ideal situation. When it should culminate, your day should culminate in a feeling of total helplessness of this humanity to better itself and seeking the divine help for the overall betterment, not just seeking mine. That is why the prayer becomes plural. As Vardacharya puts it, he says that in the beginning you can start with I am yet but a slave of wishes, putting a bar to my advancement. Later on it moves in, we are yet but slaves of wishes. Here the wishes is not just mine. Even when he said it is singular, it has become wishes only, it is not my wishes. Please note it. I am yet but a slave of wishes. Not only my wishes, my wife's wishes are there, my father's wishes are there, my son's wishes are there, my friend's wishes are there about me. They have got various expectations about me. All those things are binding me. I must get out of it. I pray. I am incapable of coming out of it. You better save me. That particular attitude of humility you have to develop. Only when you know the enormity of the subject, you will be in a position to develop the humility. Otherwise, you think you are very competent to do anything. So, the prayer also, as far as I know, majority of the abhyasis do it ritually, because it is stated, repeating it once or twice, you should get into that thought and get lost. That's what he says. Once or twice is remembered very well, because 1 and 2 we know. Buckle my shoe. You buckle your shoe. Go to bed. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. These two we remember. So 1, 2 we say. And then go to bed. No question of getting into that attitude of humility. No question of feeling the presence of the divinity. No question of feeling our necessity to grow beyond ourselves. No necessity to pray for others. No. Or you have some problem. That problem overtakes you during prayer. And then that prayer alone is remembered. Neither the God is remembered nor the solution is remembered. Only the problem is remembered. This is a very, very unfortunate way of prayer. But the prayer should be one where you should feel the lapses of every other person as your own lapses. If a nation has failed, it is you who have failed. If the world has failed, it is you who have failed. Such is the notion of a Brahman. A person who lives at the higher consciousness feels so. 50 years back, it was normal for every person to feel for others. Some calamity happens elsewhere, they used to feel. Today we are seem to be totally indifferent. Suppose I put this question to you, how much of donation you could do for Gujarat people who suffered 3 days back? I am sure to get a zero answer from you. That is the amount of self-obsession we have got. The problem becomes real only when you suffer. When somebody else is suffering, it is not your problem. It's our misfortune that we have got isolated, insulated to such an extent that we stink within. They get us liberated out of this. That you can do only when you can maintain your 9 o'clock prayer. Understand the method at least. Follow that method. You will definitely see how much you have evolved. Thank you. Taken too much time? I can inform you, these what we call transparencies I are trying to make the points that I have said in my own way. Put it. This we would like to present this method. You can give your opinions whether this particular sequence of presenting makes a better understanding of the system, or you think any modifications are required. Please do pass on your notes to Krishna. Thank you.
We'll have break for 10 minutes. Again we'll assemble. Thank you.